Clouds form when water molecules crystallize with dust particles. When a cloud has too much water, it rains. But what should we do if we want more clouds and more rain? The answer lies in cloud seeding. By using planes or ground generators to spray seeds such as silver iodide, dry ice and salt into the sky, we can make more clouds. And ever since it was invented during the 1960s, cloud seeding is now used in more than 70 countries in the world for turning weather into our favor. There's a huge incentive in weather manipulation. From history, where a storm prevented the Mongols from landing at Japan, to farming, where the weather dictates a family will starve or not, weather is a major factor in our lives. So when Bernard Franklin invented a way to manipulate clouds during the 1960s, it changed how we lived. And although it was banned in warfare despite helping American troops during the Vietnam War, cloud seeding hasn't lost its value in civilian life. Because cloud seeding means we can control when the sky will rain. And because of that, droughts and water crises can be relieved. And instead of using huge planes to transport water, all we need is a small plane to seed the sky, and the clouds will transport all the water. We can also reduce rainfall. Water could be extracted to make cloud in another region, and without moisture, rain clouds cannot form in the region we do not want any rain. In fact, Beijing reportedly used cloud seeding to clear the skies and prevent rain during the 2008 Olympics, and furthermore, clouds can reduce global warming. A layer of cloud can reflect heat back into space, and the general temperature could be reduced, which partially solves global warming. In short, cloud seeding seems to be the solution to many of the world's major crises. But is cloud seeding really the magic bullet, the silver bullet to the crisis we face today?
Silver iodide is toxic to us and plants. When seeded clouds rain, these chemicals will be absorbed by the soil, food, ocean, and our body. This means we are all absorbing all the harmful chemicals from cloud seeding. Also, cloud seeding is hard to control. We cannot control how much cloud is created. When the cloud seeding goes out of control, everything will go out of control too. In 1952, a flood in Lynmouth happened because of an uncontrollable cloud seeding experiment. Excessive cloud seeding might also extract too much moisture to create the clouds. In 2011, Texas lost 10% of its forests because cloud seeding from other states extracted all the moisture from the sky in Texas, meaning there's no moisture for rain clouds to form, and the trees, therefore, have no water. We've also seen the rise of salt levels in the sea since 2012. This will ultimately destroy the ocean's ecosystem because of the same problem, lack of rain to balance out the ocean's salt level. And by using salt-based seeds, we are further increasing the salt levels and further destroying the ecosystem because those fishes aren't adapted to live in the seas with such high level of salt. And this will kill off a lot of fishes and therefore reduce the amount of fishes we can eat. Although clouds can reflect sunlight back into space, clouds don't just disappear at night, and the clouds will create a blanket effect at night, meaning that heat cannot radiate back into space, and all that heat will be trapped, and this further perpetuates global warming. Furthermore, by using dry ice to seed the sky, which is solid carbon dioxide, we are adding even more of the greenhouse gas, carbon dioxide, into the atmosphere, which is ironic given that cloud seeding should be one of the solutions to global warming. So should we still use cloud seeding when it can devastate our climate, destroy our ecosystem, and make more water crisis?
Would the only solution to our future be finding a home outside Earth? At first glance, cloud seeding might seem to be the key to solving resource crisis, global warming, and climate problems. But we've also seen the devastating impacts that cloud seeding can have to us, ranging from our health, resource allocation, natural disasters to even global warming. And when there's no magic bullet, it seems the only solution is to find home in another planet and to make our essentials such as water and oxygen from scratch. For example, we want oxygen in Mars, we just have to extract the carbon out of carbon dioxide to take oxygen. And this solution should be a worthy investment because once you know how to rearrange atoms to form our essentials, we can live on any planet. And when one planet cannot sustain us anymore, we can just use the same method, extract our essentials from another planet and live there. And if we don't start planning for life after Earth, we may as well one day perish on Earth.